Imagine standing in the middle of a bustling city, the hum of life all around you. Now, imagine that city disappearing overnight, leaving no trace behind. It sounds like the plot of a sci-fi movie, but it's happened countless times throughout history. Today, we are diving into the mysteries of cities that vanished without a trace. These aren't just stories of abandonment. They're puzzles that have left archaeologists and historians scratching their heads for centuries. From the ancient world to more recent times, we'll explore what happened to these places and why they were left behind. So, buckle up as we journey through time to uncover the secrets of the cities that time forgot. Definition of vanished cities. Explain how entire settlements disappear from records and terrain. Cities vanish in a few ways. Sometimes, it's a slow process. Buildings crumble, people move away, and nature takes over. Other times, it happens quickly. A disaster strikes, or the economy collapses, and the city is abandoned. In both cases, the city can disappear from records and terrain. It might fade from maps, from people's memories, and even from the physical landscape. Take Pompeii, for instance. This ancient Roman city was buried under volcanic ash in a matter of hours. The city was forgotten for centuries. It was only rediscovered in the 18th century. Today, it's a popular tourist destination. But for a long time, it was as if Pompeii had never existed. This is one way a city can vanish. It's not always about being forgotten. Sometimes, it's about being buried or destroyed. Other cities vanish because they're no longer useful. Think about mining towns. They spring up overnight when a valuable resource is discovered. But once the resource is depleted, the town is abandoned. The buildings are left to rot. The streets become overgrown with weeds. Eventually, the town disappears from maps. It's as if it never existed. This happens more often than you might think. There are countless examples of cities that have vanished because they're no longer needed. Sometimes, cities vanish because of political or social changes. A border shifts, and a city finds itself on the wrong side. Or a government decides to relocate people for a new project. In these cases, the city might not disappear physically, but it can vanish from records and collective memory. It's a different kind of disappearance. It's not about the physical landscape. It's about the stories and histories that are lost. Historical cases worldwide present several examples without surviving ruins. When European settlers arrived in the Americas, they encountered numerous thriving societies. One such society was the Beothic people of Newfoundland. By the early 19th century, they had vanished, leaving behind no surviving ruins. The Beothics' disappearance is attributed to a combination of factors, including disease, conflict with settlers, and the rapid depletion of their resources. Their story is a stark reminder of how quickly a society can disappear without a trace. In the heart of the Sahara Desert, the ancient city of Timgad once stood. Founded by the Romans, it was a bustling hub of trade and culture. Yet, today, there are no surviving ruins of this once great city. The harsh desert environment, coupled with the shifting sands, has erased any physical remnants of Timgad. Its existence is known only through historical records and a few scattered artifacts. The island of Rapa Nui, or Easter Island, is famous for its mysterious moai statues. However, the society that created these statues is shrouded in mystery. While there are some ruins on the island, much of the society's history has been lost to time. Theories abound about what happened to the people of Rapa Nui, ranging from environmental degradation to civil war. Despite extensive research, the exact fate of this society remains unknown. In the Amazon rainforest, there are numerous examples of ancient settlements that have vanished without a trace. These societies left behind no surviving ruins, making it difficult for archaeologists to piece together their history. Some believe these societies were nomadic, while others think they were wiped out by disease or conflict. The dense jungle has swallowed any physical evidence, leaving only hints of their existence in the form of oral histories and a few artifacts. Possible natural causes. Describe theories involving earthquakes, floods, and climate collapse. The Earth's crust is a dynamic, ever-shifting puzzle. Earthquakes, sudden and violent, can reshape landscapes in moments. Some cities, built on fault lines or unstable ground, have likely been swallowed by the earth. The city of San Francisco, for instance, has experienced significant earthquakes. While not entirely vanished, parts of it have been destroyed and rebuilt. The idea is that, in the past, entire cities might have been lost this way, especially in regions with high seismic activity. The lack of modern engineering knowledge would have made it difficult to predict or survive such events. Water, too, has a way of reclaiming land. Floods can be devastating, and over time, they can erode away entire settlements. The Mississippi River, for example, has changed course many times, leaving behind old channels and reshaping the landscape. Cities built near rivers or coasts could have been inundated by sudden floods or gradual rising water levels. The process might have been slow, with people moving away as the land became less hospitable. Or it could have been swift, with a massive flood wiping out everything in its path. Either way, the result is the same: a city lost to the water. Climate collapse is a more gradual process, but no less devastating. Changes in temperature, rainfall, and other factors can make an area uninhabitable over time. The Sahara Desert, for example, was once a lush, green landscape. As the climate changed, it became the arid desert we know today. Cities that once thrived in these areas would have had to adapt or move away. The process might have been slow, with people gradually leaving as conditions worsened. Or it could have been sudden, with a dramatic shift in climate making the area uninhabitable overnight. Either way, the result is the same: a city lost to the changing climate. These natural causes are not mutually exclusive. In fact, they often work together. An earthquake could trigger a flood, for example, or a change in climate could make an area more prone to earthquakes. The exact cause of a city's disappearance might be difficult to pinpoint, but the result is the same: a city lost to the forces of nature. Human-driven disappearances explore war, migration, and forced abandonment scenarios. When European settlers arrived in North America, they brought with them diseases that devastated indigenous populations. Entire villages were abandoned as people either died or fled to escape the sickness. The knowledge of these places often vanished with the people, leaving behind only traces of their existence. This is one of the many ways human actions have led to the disappearance of cities and settlements. War is another significant factor. During conflicts, cities can be destroyed and populations displaced. The Syrian civil war, for instance, has led to the abandonment of numerous cities and towns. Some were destroyed in fighting, while others were entered as people fled the violence. The knowledge of these places often fades as people move on, trying to rebuild their lives elsewhere. The physical structures might still stand, but without people, the cities lose their identity and purpose. Migration, both voluntary and forced, also plays a role. People move for various reasons: economic opportunities, political freedom, or simply a better life. When large groups leave, cities can be abandoned. The California gold rush in the 19th century is a classic example. Towns like Bodie sprang up overnight, booming with prospectors. But when the gold ran out, people left, and the towns were abandoned. Today, these places are often preserved as ghost towns, offering a glimpse into the past. Forced abandonment is a harsh reality for many. Governments or corporations might displace people for various reasons: dam construction, military training grounds, or urban development. The people who live there are often relocated, and their homes and communities are left behind. The Three Gorges Dam in China is a stark example. The construction led to the flooding of numerous towns and villages, displacing over 1 million people. The submerged cities are now underwater, their existence preserved only in memories and photographs. Archaeological frustration. Explain why some regions remain untraceable despite modern methods. Archaeologists today have an impressive toolkit. They use satellite imagery, ground-penetrating radar, and even drones to scan the Earth's surface. Yet, some regions remain stubbornly untraceable. Why is that? It's not just about the tools. It's about the environment, the passage of time, and the very nature of the sites themselves. Take the Amazon rainforest, for instance. It's a vast, dense jungle. Vegetation grows rapidly, covering any signs of past human activity. The soil is acidic, which means it doesn't preserve artifacts well. Even with modern technology, finding ancient settlements is like looking for a needle in a haystack. The signals they're looking for get lost in the noise. Plus, the sheer size of the Amazon makes systematic surveys a monumental task. Then there's the issue of time. Some regions might have been inhabited thousands of years ago, but the evidence has simply eroded away. Wind, rain, and other natural forces can wear down structures until they're unrecognizable. In coastal areas, rising sea levels can submerge entire sites. It's not that these places never existed, it's that the traces have been washed away. Another factor is the type of materials used by ancient civilizations. If a society built primarily with wood or other organic materials, those structures would have decomposed long ago. Stone buildings, on the other hand, might still be standing or at least leave visible ruins. But even stone can be hidden. In some cases, entire cities might be buried under layers of sediment, making them invisible to surface surveys. It's a frustrating puzzle, but each unsolved mystery is also an opportunity. Every new technique or discovery could be the key to unlocking these hidden chapters of human history. Lost written references. Discuss ancient texts describing cities never found again. Ancient texts are filled with descriptions of cities that have since vanished without a trace. These written references offer tantalizing clues, yet many of these cities remain elusive, lost to the sands of time. One such example is the city of Atlantis, described by the ancient Greek philosopher Plato. He wrote about a powerful and advanced civilization that sank into the ocean in a single day and night of misfortune. Despite extensive searches, no definitive evidence of Atlantis has been found, leaving its existence shrouded in mystery. Another intriguing example is the city of El Dorado, often depicted as a city of gold in South America. Spanish explorers and conquistadors searched tirelessly for this legendary city, driven by tales of immense wealth. However, no concrete evidence of El Dorado has ever been discovered. The city remains a symbol of the allure and disappointment of the quest for riches. These stories highlight how ancient texts can both inspire and frustrate our understanding of the past. The ancient Indian text, the Mahabharata, mentions a city called Dwarka, which is said to have been submerged in the ocean. Archaeological excavations in the Gulf of Kambat have uncovered submerged structures that some believe could be the remains of Dwarka. This example shows how ancient texts can sometimes lead to partial discoveries, even if the full extent of the city remains unknown. The interplay between written references and archaeological findings continues to fascinate historians and archaeologists alike. In the Middle East, ancient texts describe the city of Iram of the Pillars, often referred to as the City of 1,000 Pillars. This city is mentioned in the Quran and other ancient Arab texts. Despite numerous expeditions and searches, no definitive evidence of Iram has been found. The city's legend persists, capturing the imagination of scholars and adventurers. These examples illustrate the enduring mystery of cities that exist only in ancient texts, waiting to be discovered or forever remaining a part of myth and legend. Myths vs. documented hints show how legends sometimes match partial evidence. When exploring the enigmatic topic of vanished cities, it's fascinating to see how myths and legends often intertwine with partial evidence. These stories, passed down through generations, sometimes hold a kernel of truth that aligns with the scant physical or historical records available. Take, for instance, the legendary city of Atlantis. Described by Plato as a powerful and advanced civilization that sank into the ocean, this tale has captivated imaginations for centuries. While no concrete evidence of Atlantis has been found, some researchers point to geological events like the eruption of the Santorini volcano or the flooding of Doggerland as possible inspirations for the myth. These natural disasters could have given rise to stories of a lost city, blending fact and fiction in a way that resonates with human curiosity. Similarly, the mythical city of El Dorado, often depicted as a city of gold, has been the subject of countless expeditions and tales. While no such city has been discovered, the legend likely stems from the rich gold artifacts and cultures of the Muisca people in Colombia. The partial evidence of their gold work and ceremonial practices may have fueled the myth, demonstrating how legends can emerge from real cultural elements. In the case of the lost city of Zed, a legendary city sought by British explorer Percy Fawcett in the Amazon, the myth is intertwined with partial evidence of ancient civilizations in the region. Fawcett's expeditions were inspired by reports of advanced ruins and sophisticated cultures, which, while not confirming the existence of a single grand city, suggest a more complex history of the Amazon than previously thought. The blend of legend and partial evidence continues to drive interest and exploration in these areas. Scientific investigations outline new technologies seeking to locate lost cities. In the quest to uncover lost cities, scientists and archaeologists are turning to cutting-edge technologies that push the boundaries of exploration. One such innovation is LiDAR, which stands for light detection and ranging. This technology uses laser pulses to create detailed maps of the ground surface, even through dense vegetation. By analyzing the data, researchers can identify hidden structures and patterns that might indicate the presence of an ancient city. For instance, LiDAR has been instrumental in discovering the long-lost city of Mahendraparvata in Cambodia, hidden beneath thick jungle canopy. Another groundbreaking technology is satellite imagery. which provides a bird's-eye view of vast areas. High-resolution satellites can capture images that reveal subtle changes in the landscape, such as variations in soil composition or vegetation patterns. These changes can hint at underlying archaeological sites. For example, satellite imagery has helped locate potential lost cities in the Amazon rainforest by detecting geometric patterns that suggest human activity. The resolution and detail of modern satellites continue to improve, making them an invaluable tool for locating lost cities. Drones are also playing a significant role in the search for vanished cities. Equipped with high-definition cameras and sensors, drones can navigate through challenging terrains and capture detailed images of hard-to-reach areas. They can fly low over dense forests or rugged landscapes, providing a closer look at potential sites. In Peru, drones have been used to map the ancient city of Tambo, Colorado, revealing intricate details of the site that were previously inaccessible. The versatility and maneuverability of drones make them ideal for initial surveys and preliminary investigations. In addition to these technologies, ground-penetrating radar, GPR, is another tool that scientists use to locate lost cities. GPR sends electromagnetic pulses into the ground and measures the reflected signals to create a subsurface map. This method can detect buried structures, such as walls, foundations, and even tombs, without the need for extensive excavation. GPR has been successfully used to uncover the lost city of Troy in Turkey, providing valuable insights into its layout and history. The non-invasive nature of GPR makes it a preferred choice for many archaeologists, as it preserves the integrity of the site while revealing hidden secrets. As we wrap up our journey through the enigmatic tales of cities that vanished without a trace, let's recap the key points that have left us both fascinated and bewildered. We've explored the mysterious disappearance of entire civilizations, from the ancient city of Atlantis to the real-life vanishing of the Minoan civilization. We've delved into the possible reasons behind these disappearances, ranging from natural disasters to environmental changes and even human error. Each story serves as a reminder of how fragile our existence can be and how much we still have to learn about our past. It's easy to feel a sense of connection to these lost cities, to imagine what life might have been like for their inhabitants. Perhaps they, too, marveled at the world around them, built their homes with care, and went about their daily lives, unaware of the fate that awaited them. These stories are not just about the past, they're about understanding our present and preparing for our future. As we say goodbye to these vanished cities, we invite you to join us on our next adventure. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more intriguing stories from around the world. And if you have any theories or stories of your own, we'd love to hear them in the comments below. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep wondering about the mysteries that lie hidden in the pages of history.